how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today I want to talk about a little issue that I have. Yes, it is a comic book issue. This is what I really wanted to address was this issue of Mothra, Queen of the Monsters, issue 1, written by Sophie Campbell and art by Matt Frank, with 2 pages done by Sophie Campbell. Um, This is the cover B. That was the one that my shop had. The cover B is done by Sophie Campbell. But what's nice though is that the comic does have both covers on display at the end, so you get to see both. Both are just so well done. Um, I mean, personally, and this is no shade to Sophie Campbell. The cover here is gorgeous. I don't know why I'm putting it back on sleeve. I'm probably gonna pull out an example of whatever. But anyway, I mean, this cover is beautiful. It is great. I love the colors. I love Mothra staring down. I love the symmetry. But I don't know. I have a personal soft spot. Or I said, I don't know, not soft spot, but I think I prefer Matt Frank's cover a bit more. More of a personal preference. I think more of a personal bias because Matt Frank is a personal inspiration to my work, and to me as an artist. So, I do have that more bias for it. But yeah, so far issue 1 is off to a good start. However, we got a little problem. Mothra dies. So you know what? This is a 0 out of 10 comic. No, don't read up. I'm joking. Mothra dies all the time. Let's be honest. But no, I'm gonna pick out an early page. I'll just show the first page up. I think I already did. But you know, the art here is absolutely gorgeously done by Matt Frank. It is all traditionally made. From my consider, well, from my what I understand, I think there might be some digital touch-ups. If I'm not mistaken. Obviously, the lettering is done digitally, and the lettering is done by Nathan Riddick. You know, um, and yeah, what's really cool is that Matt Frank also did. He literally did everything, traditionally, as in like, not just the inks, but also the colors. We get these, gorgeous colors. Like it's kind of monochrome, but there's like some pop of colors. Like this page, for example, that's like really, good example of kind of just the color popping up. Um, I hope, I'm obviously not going to get to the later pages for spoilers wise, because I want you to read this comic because I think it's good. But just give you an example of we get to see the 2 pages side by side of Matt Frank and Sophie's work. I think honestly they blend very well together. I didn't initially caught up that it was Sophie Campbell's work, before I actually, paid attention. I don't know. I guess that's just me as an artist not being good with my eyes. But no, seriously, it is a very well done story. I like the post-apocalyptic setting. I love the premise of just how much weight there is to Mothra dying and not being a new Mothra to come back. So and that's not really spoilery because that's sort of the synopsis. Like Mothra dies is sort of what's being advertised here. It happens in the first couple of pages. It's like Godzilla versus Destroyer. Going in, Godzilla's gonna die. They say Godzilla's gonna die, but no, I think we're off to a great start with Mothra issue 1. And let me know if you want me to keep talking about the series as I pick up the issues. Normally I don't pick up floppy comics, simply just because I don't have that much money. I'd rather just wait to get the trades. But if you want more comic reviews, let me know. I will be. I know I did Redman, but I feel like I could definitely redo the Redman video. Um, yeah, no, it's just I love the direction this comic's going. I love the twist at the end. I love the new designs, and again, just the artwork is impressive about Mothra. But yeah, let me know if you want more comic reviews. I'll definitely try to focus on kaiju tokusatsu theme. But yeah, and before I go, the reason why I am picking the floppy up for Mothra is because I'm just really excited that we're getting a Mothra comic or just a comic about it. Like Mothra has her own story again. And it's not like not tied to Godzilla. Like Godzilla's not a factor in this comic. I mean, he may exist in universe, but he's not like this is not a Godzilla story. And I think what I really like about that is that it opens the doors to more stories about Toho Kaiju that are not revolved around Godzilla, or may not even include Godzilla. But yeah, if you picked up Mothra issue one, let me know in what your thoughts are down below. I would like to hear them. But yeah, this was just a fun short video about the new Mothra comic. Highly recommend you go pick it up. Go to your LCS, your local comic book store, or buy it online. I wouldn't recommend digitally just because digitally is kind of just ripping it off, and especially with Amazon, But do what you feel like you want to do. I just want you to read this. And again, Matt Frank and Sophie Campbell, you did a fantastic job with this book, and I am excited to read the other issues of this story and see where the direction goes. I feel like I have some idea of where the story might go, but that twist at the end, I did like that. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you love Mothra. Dislike the video if you're just a big old Mothra hater, which I don't even want to deal with yet. I don't. But yeah, that's and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Toku content. I hate the word content. Well, I mean just Toku videos and whatnot. I gotta get better at posting my art in the community hub, so that I need to work on, and I'm hoping to get these very unedited short videos out more often. So we'll see about that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and most importantly, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care and shwatch.